Hi guys, so happy Menopause Monday. I hope you're all well, you've had a lovely weekend. I just thought I'd pop on today and give you a quick insight into some sleep menopausal issues. So 40% on average, 40% of menopausal women have some sort of sleep difficulty. 39 to 47% are perimenopausal women, but 35 to 60% of postmenopausal women will have some sort of sleep disorder, which is quite a high number. So these sleep problems are mostly down to the usual thing like night sweats and waking up for a pee, but you also can suffer insomnia and some sleep disordered breathing. So we'll go into that in a wee bit more detail, but first of all I'm just going to chat about, hot flushes and, night sweats as they're called during the night. So prior to a night sweat, your body increases the blood flow within your system. And it's this kind of increased heat sensation that rushes through your body and your face that wakes you up. So then, you've got to try and cool yourself down by sticking your leg out or throwing the covers off, and then you're cold and then you're pulling them back on. So let's look at how we can address this and make your sleep a wee bit more comfortable during the night. So look at your temperature in your bedroom. Have it at an ambient temperature. I know it's quite cold at the moment, and you've probably got your heating turned up, but that's probably not going to help you. If you have it at just a nice kind of ambient temperature where it's not too warm, but it's definitely not cold, that can help your sleep and your hot flushes. Look at your bedding. Do you really need a massive thick duvet on, or could you go a wee bit thinner? Just purely because, the heavier the duvet, the more heat it's going to keep within the bed, and then the more the hot flush will come, or the night sweat. Some people I know even sleep with their window cracked open just a wee bit, so they've got a constant little breeze coming through their room. But again, it's obviously temperature dependent right now. So yeah, these are a few things that you can do to help lower your temperature during the night, or keep it at a kind of stable temperature. So moving on from night flushes, we're going to look at insomnia. So insomnia, it's described as chronic difficulty either falling asleep or staying asleep, and it has to be three nights a week or more. So that's classed as your chronic insomnia, which I feel incredibly sorry for these people. I'm quite lucky in the fact that at the moment I fall asleep absolutely fine. I sleep quite well. I do wake up for the occasional pee maybe 2 or 3 times a night sometimes, depending on how much I've drank earlier in the day. But yeah, it does totally mess with your overall sleep and your overall rest, because obviously you go to bed to recharge your batteries basically for the next day. Your body recovers from the day it's had, your mind kind of has to clear itself. But if you're not getting this nice constant sleep, then things will start irritating you. So it can increase your anxiousness, increase your irritability, and you impair your focus, and obviously your memory as well. So another downside is it can also increase headaches, because you're just tired and your body's not coping very well, and inflammation on your body because it's not having that time to recharge and recover fully. So what can we do for insomnia? So trying to have a good bedtime routine, and this basically goes for all the topics that I'm chatting about today. Try and relax as much as possible before you're going to bed, and maybe do some meditation. So you could do some yoga, restorative yoga before bed, maybe an hour, half an hour before you go to bed. You can have a chamomile tea. Some meditation, I highly recommend some meditation. So some guided meditation you can listen to on your phone as you're trying to go to sleep. And breathing. Breathing is such an underrated form of relaxation sometimes. So the one I tell my clients to do, especially just before they go to bed, they're lying in their bed, they're on their back, they're nice and relaxed. You can breathe in for 4, hold for 4, and breathe out for 4. And then you breathe in for 4, hold for 4, and then breathe out for 4. And you do that for maybe, 3 to 5 minutes. And it just totally relaxes your whole body, your mind, because you're focusing on your breath. You're clearing your mind of all little things that you were thinking about during the day that you've done. So yeah, it takes your mind focus to your breath, and it just blocks everything else out, and your body responds in such a nice manner. So that is definitely one I would recommend. So yes, breathing and meditation before bed, wee bit yoga. The next one we're going to discuss is sleep disordered breathing. So snoring, I'm smiling because Robert has told me I snore a bit more now, and I was like, I never snore. No. But I do. He's recorded it. He's let me hear it. So yeah, but it is down to being perimenopausal. Now, most women will experience it in greater numbers post-menopausal. So you've got your snoring and also your sleep apnea, which can be obstructive sleep apnea. So this is where you kind of gargle, or you kind of hold your breath a bit and then you go and wake yourself up. But yes, a perimenopausal woman, her chances of getting some type of sleep disorder breathing increases every year by 4%. 4% every year. So that is quite phenomenal. And it's thought it's due to the lack of, or the decrease in your progesterone. So that's not allowing your full upper respiratory system to relax as much as it would. However, the good news is for us women that are on HRT and able to take HRT, we are less prone to it or likely to suffer it at such an extent as to those who unfortunately cannot take HRT or are not on HRT. So yeah, but it is most likely seen in the postmenopausal woman. But yes, just remember, all us perimenopausal women, that our chances of suffering from snoring or sleep apnea increase by 4% every year. So, what can we do for sleep breathing? Well, that's a hard one, because obviously it's more a hormone balanced, controlled one, this one. So maybe sleep on your side if you can. I prefer to sleep on my back, so obviously I am more open to snoring. I just find it so much easier for me to relax. I do sleep on my side, but I'll always roll back onto my back. So yeah, sleeping on your side is the best way to kind of keep your airways clear and to stop the snoring. And that's about it, I think. There's not much else that you can do for sleep apnea or snoring. But yes, healthy bedtime routine will help in every format. So if you've heard of the blue light glasses, buy a pair of them. And that cuts out, if you're working on your phone or you're looking on your phone or working on your laptop before bed, that's not ideal. That cuts out the bright light that kind of stimulates your brain. It is shown that 30 minutes to 60 minutes prior to bedtime of zero time on your phone or your laptop is good, but optimally it's 2 hours beforehand. So say you're going to bed at 11, you're shutting your laptop and stuff down at 9 to give your brain time to start closing down. Have a warm bath. If you're really suffering, you can have a warm bath, get your cozy pyjamas on, or a really nice warm shower, and just get you into that kind of sleep mode. A chamomile tea is very good for increasing your or decreasing your alertness. It just relaxes you. It's very good for relaxation, chamomile. And yeah, a bit of yoga, as I say. You could do some yoga. And just having that break from your phone and laptop, sorry, I forgot what I was talking about there. Your phone and your laptop is very beneficial to your brain. And also you could read a book. I get quite sleepy when I read a book, so I quite find sometimes if I'm really struggling, not that it's that often at the moment, but if I do struggle to kind of switch my brain off, I will start reading a book, and a few pages in and my eyes are getting heavy. So yeah, a nice little book before bed. And also your meditation and your breathing. Put on some guided meditation, do your breathing, and then you should fall asleep quite nicely. And even if you wake up during the night, I would also say, put your meditation back on, redo your breathing, and really try and help yourself get back into that relaxation zone. And just don't get frustrated at yourself. It is very, very easy to get frustrated when you're tired, you want to sleep, but your body won't sleep. But even if you're not sleeping, just be grateful that you're resting. Because sometimes just resting with your eyes closed is enough. You don't actually have to be sleeping. So just don't get frustrated at yourself, because that is when you get yourself worked up, and then you definitely won't get back to sleep. So yeah, I hope you found this helpful. Happy Menopause Monday, and we will do another one next week. I'll pop on throughout the week and just keep you updated on what's happening and what I'm doing. And yeah, remember and go and like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Menopause Bodybuilding and Me, please. And I am going to get some really exciting content up there as well. I have some lovely guests coming on in the next week or so. So yeah, they should be heading onto my YouTube channel very soon. So yes, I hope you found that helpful. Sleep and menopause, healthy bedtime regime, and yeah, I will speak to you next Monday.